If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know what a tragedy this bun was before this. I got some tea, fall socks, some yummy dark chocolate, and I've got a whole bunch of books. Hello, my beauties. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Janelle. And if you're not new, hi, my name is still Janelle. Thank you so much for being here. So today we are breaking out all of the cozy vibes because we are going to be talking about my October TBR. So I'm really excited about this month, mainly because it's spooky season, but also because I'm gonna switch things up. Actually, I'm not gonna be playing my TBR game this month. I know some of you are probably disappointed, but it's for the best. We're kind of scratching the game this month, and we're just going to be talking about some super cozy, creepy, spooky, scary books. I hope you guys like my setup here. What is this? I've tried to make this TBR as doable as possible, but you know, when push comes to shove. Also, please disregard this huge pimple on my face. I can't do anything about it. Just apparently my new friend. Let's go ahead and get into the TBR. This is kind of an ambitious TBR, but what would October be without an ambitious TBR? Okay, so I just added a few more. I have about 12 books on my October TBR, and that is not including my Thrillathon TBR, which I will be talking about at the end of this video. So if you are going to be participating in the Thrillathon, wait until the end of the video. I'm going to talk about all of those books, but also I would love it if you did choose to participate in Thrillathon. It's going to be such a blast. There will be sprints hosted throughout the entire thing. I'm hosting some sprints. It's going to be an awesome time. I would love for you to join. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about some of these books because, wow, it's a big stack. So first up, I have Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart. Look at this gorgeous copy and this gorgeous dust jacket art. Oh, stunning. I do want to read this in the spooky season because obviously witches, we love that. But I also didn't get to it in the month of September for Mel Reed's Patreon book club pick. Yes, I want to read this. And next is a manga. I want to read Death Note Volume 1. This one I have heard amazing things about, and I just want to get into this. Obviously, I could read this in a day, so I'm not too worried about it, but definitely want to read it. And then, of course, which is actually my current read, and that is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. So you guys know this is an all-time fave, and I'm actually rereading it because the next one, Kingdom of the Cursed, comes out October 5th. I have it pre-ordered, and as soon as it gets here, I'm reading it. So I did want to reread this one so that I can refresh. And then next up, I want to read Spooky Florida. I did start this and I actually did enjoy it. I think I read like 3 or 4 stories out of here and they are kind of spooky. So yes, I do want to finish this. I also would like to read Dracula by Bram Stoker. So want to read Dracula, obviously it's a classic. You need to read it. So planning on reading that. And then I also want to read Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This one I have heard amazing things about, and this is just like stunning. This screams spooky vibes. So you know we have to get in on it. So yes, I do want to read Ninth House as well. Let me get into some of the books that I don't own. I do have more in the stack of books that I do own, but let me run through these really quick. I want to read Through the Woods by Emily Carroll, I believe is the author. It's a collection of short stories, very creepy, kind of gory short stories. So I definitely want to read that. And then I also want to read Coraline, but I specifically want to read the graphic novel Coraline. And I have both of these available to me on Scribd. So I am gonna be reading them off of Scribd. So, because your girl does not have the financial support for books right now. And then I also want to read Fangs, the graphic novel by Sarah Anderson. This one is about a vampire and a werewolf that fall in love, and I've heard it is so cute and just so like heartwarming, and I'm all about it. And then back into the books that I do own. This is another manga. I do want to read Frankenstein by Junji Ito. This is stunning, and this is pretty much just Junji Ito's take on the classic Frankenstein. So yes, I want to read this. And again, it's a manga, so should be able to finish it pretty fast. Kingdom of the Cursed, obviously, Carrie Maniscalco. I already said that though, so yes, I will be reading that, but that's obviously on the TBR. And then lastly is Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. Look at this. Oh, this just gives me the fall vibes. And witches, like, come on. So yes, I am gonna be reading this. I'm very, very excited. This I honestly don't even know much about. I've read the synopsis like one time. But I was intrigued, and that's why I bought it. So, okay, so that is everything that I'm going to be reading in October as far as my October TBR. But let's go ahead and talk about my Thrillathon TBR. So there are 9 real prompts for the Thrillathon, but I added a 10th. So I'm going to I literally picked 4 books, and they cover every single prompt. I really wanted to make sure that I hit every single prompt. I'm just that way. So of course I had to pick books that work for lots of prompts. First book is my best friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. This one fulfills the prompt of paranormal and scary because I think paranormal things are the scariest thing ever. So yes. Then next up, I am going to be listening to Clown in a Cornfield on audiobook. This is going to be covering the prompt slasher, I think, just slasher. Yeah, so that's gonna be covering the prompt slasher. So really, really excited about that one. Next up, I have Watchers by Dean Koontz. So this one is fulfilling the prompt thriller because it is a thriller, and also out of my comfort zone because I have never read anything by Dean Koontz, and I am really kind of like, yeah, that's how I feel about it. And also, this is one I've been putting off. I have owned this for probably almost 3 years. And yeah, I've never read a page out of it. Please disregard like the color of this. It's this color, but I had it sitting in my windowsill at my house when I lived with my parents, and like the sun like kind of turned them like a different color. So it's not dirty, it's just the sun. Okay, and then lastly on this entire TBR, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. So this one is covering the prompt mystery and Halloween colors on the cover. We got black, we have orange, and we have green. And I really wish there was purple in here. Purple is kind of a Halloween color for me. It's okay, we have purple on the other book, so it's okay. But yes, so I am gonna be reading this. I am super, super excited about this one as well because I really, really enjoyed Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. So I'm really hoping I love both of his other books. But yeah, and then the only other prompts on this Thrillathon thing is make a hot drink and go for a walk. And I don't have a book for that. I'm just gonna do those things. Those are all of the books that I'm going to be reading in October, and I am so excited about it. I have been dying for October, and I'm already feeling the October vibes. I have started on my bullet journal, and let me just tell you, it is looking so good. I'm actually really, really proud of it. And if you would like to see the finished product of my bullet journal, you should definitely follow me on my Instagram because I am going to show it on there. I'm not gonna make a video because I've already started, but you should follow me on my Instagram because it is looking so good, and I'm going to reveal it on my Instagram. So that is pretty much everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a very spooky October, and I also hope that you choose to spend your October with me over here on my channel. Have a great day, night, afternoon, middle of the night, wherever you are. Just have a great time.